Hey everyone, this is Sean Elliott with the Grizzat Group. Happy 2025. It is January 14th, so we're a couple weeks into the year, and the numbers for December from our Chartmaster service have just come in. So just to kind of start the year, I just wanted to give a quick rundown of what is going on in the housing market heading into the new year. Last year was definitely sluggish, I guess is the best way to describe it. DFW as a whole in Collin County still had quite a few sales. And in fact, when we look at the numbers, you'll see that the actual number of sold homes is up in most areas across the board when compared to last year. But the main difference is there's just so many homes on the market that even though homes are still selling, there are a lot of them out there that are sitting, which is leading to that feeling of sluggishness. So, big contributor to that last year was the election. A lot of people wanted to hold off and see what happened in November, and so now that that's passed, that has alleviated some of the hesitancy out there in the market. But interest rates are still high. There's still a lot going on in the world. So let's just take a quick look, and I can show you kind of what went on in December. So most of what we do is in Collin County, so I'm going to go ahead and focus in on that. But if you live in another part of DFW and you want this information, by all means, reach out, give me a call, shoot me an email, whatever, and I'd be happy to take you through it. So what we're going to look at is the year over year change up here for Collin County. Um, I'm less concerned with what happened month over month from November to December. I'm kind of looking at a wider trend here. I just want to see what happened between last December of 2023 and this year in 2024. So in Collin County in December of 2024, we had about 1,000 homes on the market, a little bit over that. That's up about 22% from last year around this time. But here's the big one. Those are just new listings. Sorry, those are new listings that hit in the month of December. The active listings is up by a massive number compared to last year. And that just goes to what I was talking to, why the market feels a little bit sluggish. There's just so many homes on the market. So there are about 3,500 homes on the market in Collin County in December. That's up over 62% from this same time last year. The number of homes that are actually pending, so they've got a contract and they're nearing the finish line, that's actually up a little bit. So again, it's not like homes aren't selling. We do have homes going under contract, but when you have such a huge amount of inventory, 62% higher than last year, even if you are up in your pending sales, it doesn't feel that way when you've got that much inventory on the ground. So that's reflected right here. That pending ratio, the number of homes out there versus the ones that are actually getting under contract, that is lower when compared to last year at this time. Number of closings is actually up about 11.5% from last year, so that's great. The months of supply, which is directly related to those active listings up there, that is up 45%. So around 3 months of inventory, which is still it's still qualified as a seller's market. It's not quite a buyer's market till you hit about 5-6 months. But really, it even at 3 months, it just things feel a little bit slow. Median sales price in December in Collin County was 505. That's up a little bit from this time last year, so that's great. It's not like prices are falling off a cliff. They're rising at a pretty normal, steady rate of between 3 and 5%, which is what it historically does. But here's a big one for people looking to sell their home this year. The median sales price compared to the original sales price when it hit the market is 94.4%. So if you're asking $1 million for your home, be prepared. Most people are going to sell that home at $944,000. You're not going to get $1 million. Sellers are having to come off their price, make reductions, give concessions a lot more than we're used to. So this 94.4%, it was actually similar in 2023. We're only down about a percentage point from what was normal this time last year. But just be prepared. This is what the market is dictating right now. Medium days on market for most homes in Collin County was about 2 months. That's up about 40% from last year. And the number of homes that sold above their list price, meaning they got in a bidding war pretty early on, that is at about 15% of the market, which is lower than it was last year. About 60% of homes are having to do a price reduction before they get under contract. That's up 7.5% from last year. Let's see. So more with price reductions in terms of their final sales price, but really the key here is my key takeaway is that about 60% of all sellers out there had to do a price reduction at some point in the process to actually get a contract. That to me is just a massive number. We would have never dreamed of that number, 3-4 years ago. And then the number of sellers that not only on top of making a price reduction, the number of sellers that are making some type of concession to the buyer, meaning giving them some money for repairs, giving them a credit so they can pay down their interest rate with their lender, things like that. It's about 60% of the sellers out there are doing that, and that's 6.5% higher than it was last year. So again, just sellers are having to compromise. They're having to help out a little bit in order to get buyers to pull the trigger and get the deal done. And this last one, again, just this is a big number to me. 40% of the homes that hit the market in Collin County in December fell off market without selling. So the homes that were sitting on the market as we headed into December, there was a 40% clip that fell off the market. They expired or canceled without actually selling. So that's, I mean, you're getting near half the homes there. That's just a large number. That's up 9% from last year. So again, just a different market than what we had 2-3 years ago. Not good, not bad, just a little bit more balanced. Things are taking a little bit longer. You've just got to be really, really smart with your pricing. The home has got to be staged perfectly. It's got to be marketed beautifully, and you got to have a good negotiator on your side to help get this deal done. So that's what we saw in December, and now we're heading into the new year with a little bit more optimism. So hopefully we've got some good months ahead. So if you or anybody you know is looking to buy or sell a property this year, please by all means give us a shout. We'd love to help you out, and I hope everybody has a fantastic 2025. Thanks.